guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Dolapo, and in this channel I talk about various global opportunities for international students. Now in today's video I'm going to be sharing a fully funded undergraduate scholarship. Now I'm sure if you have been searching for scholarships, and particularly undergraduate scholarships, you will find that they are very difficult to find right now, and that's because undergraduate scholarships are kind of like more expensive, because your undergraduate study is about 3, 4, 5 years, and a fully funded undergraduate scholarship will mean that your tuition fee is going to be paid for, and you're probably going to be receiving a maintenance allowance as well for each year. So that's why they are actually very rare to find. Now I do have a video on my channel that talks about various undergraduate scholarships, and if you haven't watched that yet, I'm going to leave the link there, so definitely have a look at them. Some of them may have expired, but it does give you an idea of what scholarships would be open by next year. Now this is one of the undergraduate scholarships that I've found during my research, and this scholarship is being offered by the University of Warwick. Now this scholarship is called the Undergraduate Global Excellence Scholarship, and this is for those that wanted to study in the UK in 2025. So I'm here on the website now, and I'm going to be leaving the link, of course, in the description of this video. Now we're going to look through this scholarship together. The Warwick Undergraduate Global Excellence Scholarship, it just gives a brief overview here about their belief, which is that there should be no barriers to talent, and that is why they are committed to offering a scholarship that makes it easier for gifted, ambitious international learners to pursue their academic interest at one of the UK's most prestigious universities. Now let's look at the eligibility criteria for this scholarship. Now it says that to apply for this scholarship, you must be self-funded. You must be classed as an overseas or international fee-paying student for tuition fee purposes. Then you must also have applied for a full-time undergraduate course at the University of Warwick starting in autumn of 2025 before the UCAS application deadline of 29th of January 2025. The course can be from any subject area, including the foundation courses that they have, but excluding the medicine course. For a full list of our undergraduate courses, please visit our study pages. So you can click on that link and it will take you to all undergraduate courses that they offer. So essentially, you can just look through it. In case, for example, you are interested in, let's say, engineering. So let's type engineering, and it's going to bring out the engineering courses. So this is starting in 29th of September 2025, and it's 3 years. It talks about their general entry requirements, what you need for A levels, but of course if you are international, so you can set your country. So let's say, for example, you are from Nigeria. Let's have a look at Nigeria. It said high school qualification is not considered for entry. We would require completion of an approved international foundation program, such as the Warwick International Foundation Program. Alternatively, OND or HND may be considered for entry to the first year of undergraduate courses with a minimum GPA of 3.0. A levels or other European or North American system will also be considered. Let's see what this international foundation program is. So this is basically showing what the foundation program is, how you can apply the application process and things like that. So I'll definitely say that you should have a look at it and go through that. Then it also talks about the English language requirement as well that is needed. And I think one of the issues that a lot of international students face for undergraduate scholarships is actually knowing what qualifications they can. So there are some universities actually that accept, like let's say for example you're from Nigeria, they accept your WAEC certificate, but some schools don't. So that's why you have to actually have a look at it and see. Now if you can, definitely have a look at the foundation program they talked about and see if it's something that you can apply for, and if it's something that you can start, and if not, then also look at other qualifications that they accept. Just going back again to the page to also see, they talked about OND or HND. So if you have that, then you can use that to apply essentially. So this is it about kind of like what you need for the course if you wanted to apply. And most applications for undergraduate courses, you go through UCAS. So the UCAS website, I'm going to be leaving the link to the UCAS website in the description of this video as well. So let's go back to the scholarship and the details about the scholarship. So it says here that you have to submit. So basically the deadline for that UCAS application, that if you wanted to apply for the course, the deadline to submit your application through UCAS is the 29th of January. So have that in mind. Then it says that you have to submit your scholarship application before 12 p.m. on Friday, 29th of March 2025. So this is the deadline for the scholarship application. So that's quite some time. So I think what you should probably start doing now is how to apply for the course first. Start working on that before the 29th of January, and once you probably get your offer, they didn't say whether you need to have an offer or not, but you have to have applied by this deadline, and then you submit your application by the 29th of March. Then by 14th of May you must be in receipt of an offer. Okay, so that's good. So that means that you don't have to have an offer to be able to apply, but you have to have that offer by May. So May comes after March, yes, of course. So that means that you submit your application in March. Even if you haven't gotten any news or feedback about your offer yet, you can still submit your scholarship application. But then by 14th of May, that means that by then they would have told you whether or not you've received an offer to study the particular course you wanted to study at the university. And by this date, you have to have that offer to be able to start in September 2025. Now, they just give a definition of what self-funded means for those that may not know. So it says that you are considered to be a self-funded student if you are financing your studies with your own savings, or if you are receiving financial assistance from family or friends. If you take out a student loan to cover the cost of your studies, you are also considered to be self-funded. But you are not self-funded if your fees are being paid by your employer or a third party other than family and friends, or if you are in receipt of a study grant or scholarship that is external to the university. That's an explanation about what self-funding means. So mainly if you're an international student, that would normally be expected to pay your fees yourself. That is, you are not receiving any payment of your school fees from like a third party or an employer or scholarship from another university, then you are classified as self-funded. Now, how to apply? It says here that the applications will open on 14th of November. Remember that the deadline, let's go back, the deadline for the scholarship is 29th of March, but it's going to be opening on the 14th of November this year. So have it on your calendar, store it somewhere, and remember to apply for this scholarship. It says that eligible international applicants will be contacted with details on how to formally apply for the scholarship. So they'll send you all of those details. And in order to apply for the scholarship, you must first set up an IT account, which can take up 48 hours to verify. So these are all just information about it. They also said here that the objective is to learn more about your extracurricular and academic achievements beyond standard examinations and assessments, what influenced your decision to study your chosen subjects at the University of Warwick, how your excellence might benefit the Warwick community, and how you hope your learning and experience at Warwick will be applied in the wider world once you graduate. So this is information for you to take note of when you're submitting your application, especially if you're asked to write like a personal statement or a scholarship essay. Make sure that you have highlighted all of these points. So talk about your extracurricular achievements, talk about your academic achievements as well. Also talk about what influenced your decision to study that subject. So let's say, for example, you wanted to study engineering. So talk about what influenced your decision to study engineering at the University of Warwick. Why not other universities? What drew you to the University of Warwick? So those are the things you want to be highlighting. Also talk about how your excellence might also benefit the Warwick community, and how you hope that this learning that you have and the experience you have at this university will be applied in the wider world once you graduate. So the scholarship panel, this is what they'll be looking out for. Then it says that answers can reference academic attainment, extracurricular successes, and personal achievements, but should not be a copy of the personal statement. So essentially they are saying that whatever you're submitting for your scholarship should not be the same as you write for your personal statement if you are applying for the course you wanted to study. So these are things, and that's why it's important to read through all of this, because a lot of people talk about not being accepted for scholarships, but it's because they have probably not gone through in detail what the scholarship body or what the university is actually requesting you to do. And that's why it's important to read through the site, read through the application process, how to apply, what you need to do, the deadlines and things like that, eligibility criteria. All of those things would help you in getting a successful application. This is something you need to know. So some people might just submit the same thing they submitted for their personal statements for their their scholarship and wonder, okay, why wasn't I selected for this scholarship even though you had a good application? So they're telling you that your personal statement should be different. So that means they're going to look at it and see if it's the same thing you submitted or if it's different. So please take note of that. It also says that you may write in an essay or extended bullet point form, but please don't simply write a list. You should provide context and relevance to the objectives above, and responses are limited to 200 words. So if you're not sure how to write a personal statement, I have a video on my channel that talks about how to write a personal statement, and essentially you can also use that as a guide as well to answer your questions for the scholarship essay also. So I'm going to leave the link here so that you can have a look at that. Now what next? So after you submitted your scholarship application form, then you will receive an automated email that confirms that they have received your submission essentially, and the applications will be scored as the university releases admissions offers. However, shortlisting will not take place until all applications have been processed. So definitely have a look at this, read through it, and make sure that you are aware of what is expected of you, what you need to apply, what you need to use to apply, what you need to submit, and things like that. Then it also talks about the UCAS decision, the deadline, and all of that information. So like I said, I'm going to leave the link in the description so that you can go through that. And if you have any questions or queries, then this is the email that you can contact. If you're not clear about anything, or you're not sure what they have requested, or you just wanted to have an idea of maybe, for example, your qualifications, as you wanted to come as an undergraduate student, what qualifications you can submit, maybe you're not clear on that, then please contact them. They're usually quite responsive. So please, if you have any questions, definitely contact them. And you can also leave some questions in the comments. The ones I can answer, I would answer, but I will also advise that you reach out to them as well for your questions. So this is a fully funded scholarship. It says it here that for 2025 entry, there will be up to 15 full fee awards, up to 170 half fee awards, and up to 10 2,000 awards. So if you're looking for a fully funded one, that's the full fee award, which means basically all your tuition fee would be taken care of, but not your maintenance allowance. So I hope that this video has been helpful and useful. And like I said, undergraduate scholarships are quite rare to find, and if I do come across any other undergraduate scholarships, then you definitely be the first to know if you have subscribed to my channel, because you would know and you'll be notified. So that's why if you haven't subscribed yet, then definitely subscribe to my channel so that you'll be the first to know when I release another video about fully funded scholarships that you can apply for if you wanted to study in 2025. So once again, my name is Dolapo, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.